Remember when this was all that was visible on the map screen? It never went up this way, it only went a little bit into Caelid, it only showed this in the Weeping Peninsula. This was all we knew of the world back in the first 8 or so episodes of this series. And now, we are all the way up here. All of this stuff over here, Liurnia up to Altus, Mount Gelmir, and the rest of Caelid, to be honest, was all obscured from us. Plus the underground areas, which, despite being dwarfed compared to the size of the surface world, are still huge areas with lots of stuff to see. And all of it was kept hidden from us, as all we could see was Limgrave, way back then. I think this is the best way to do an open world game, as I've recently gotten into games like Hollow Knight, I've started to really like this type of game world progression where it starts out small and then keeps expanding as you go. And Elden Ring is the only open world game that I've seen to pull this off super well. Every other open world will just show you the scale of the land right at the beginning, and even though exploring it is still really fun, you have an idea of how much content there is to see. So, you get a little bit of an idea of how much is left compared to how much you've done. But with Elden Ring, you don't know how much there is to the world. I feel like many players might have thought that Limgrave was just all there was, or Limgrave and Caelid, or maybe extended down this way, or extended out this way a little bit, but it would just be contained within this little box. But nope, it's got all of this stuff, and I think that is just absolutely awesome. If Elden Ring perfected anything, despite its imperfections in a lot of places, it definitely perfected exploration. For sure, no doubt about that. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. I got on a horse, so I can't wave.
Hey.
Alright, last time, we emerged up onto the Moonlight Altar after wrapping up everything down here with Astel and the Lake of Rot and whatnot. We ran around the Moonlight Altar, did this Rise, did this Everjail, fought a dragon, explored some ruins, had another Royal Revenant encounter, and then we discovered Ranni in the depths of the Cathedral of Manus Solis. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. And then we gave her the Dark Moon Ring and essentially got married to her. I think that's what's happening anyway. This time, we're up in the capital outskirts at last, and we cleared out this bottom area in the last episode, but in this time, we're gonna clear out the rest of the place, hopefully. And I've decided to go online this time. Didn't expect Lovable Sort. Alright, I'm not sure who the Lovable Sort is, so we can read some messages for some extra entertainment, though I'm not planning on interacting with other players yet. That video will have to come later. Let's go up the ramp first. I like how the bloodstain is clipping into the ramp there. Who died over here, and to what by any chance? To something that doesn't really seem to exist, honestly. I'm not sure what that bloodstain's talking about. Okay, maybe now I'm a little bit sure. This here is, I believe, our first time seeing this enemy. This is known as a Valiant Gargoyle. At least at some point in the game it is. Oh god. Alright, so it is once again, 6 games in, and From Software is still doing, hey, what if gargoyles were alive and could attack you as an enemy idea? I swear, they did it in every single freaking game, even Bloodborne. First the Bell Gargoyles in Dark Souls 1, I think there was probably something in Demon Souls that came before it, I'm not remembering them right now. Then they had the Bell-free Gargoyles in Dark Souls 2, which was basically just the Bell Gargoyles again. Dark Souls 3, I think, had gargoyles as regular enemies, so did Bloodborne, and now this game has gargoyles as, mid-bosses, basically. Alright. This one does not have a boss health bar, but they are used as bosses elsewhere in the game. I may as well spoil that. It really shouldn't be a surprise at this point. Something this big, this beastly, is definitely used as a boss elsewhere in the game. It's just that we happen to encounter it as a non-boss the first time, which makes things weird, but that's how Elden Ring is, you know? Oh god. Okay, it has changed it. It started with a twin blade and now it has an axe. It changed weapons mid-fight, which I think is neat. I'm dying. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, hey. Okay, what was that? Just a random little swing? Usually you swing 20 times, so that was quite unexpected for you to just swing that one time and not do anything more than that. Alright, you're taking forever. Here, have some magic. Guy seems very, very resistant to frost, so I don't think Glintstone Ice Crack's gonna help. How about Rock Slate? I feel like I've been using Rock Sling against every giant beast enemy as of late, but hey, it does a lot of poise damage, and giant beast enemies tend to be taken down pretty well with stance breaks like this. So, it's what I gravitate towards. Literally, because it's gravity magic, get it? That was an unintentional pun. I wish I could have planned that out. Down you go. Not too bad. Unless you're on a first playthrough, and then it'll be much worse at the game, and then it will be that bad. Gargoyles, great axe we got. You get something similar for cutting off the tails of the bell gargoyles in Dark Souls 1. Oh, the fucking bell gargoyles. I was just reminded of my absolute struggle and despair with that fight. What is that coating the... What is that thing right there? Please tell me that's not like innards. Just like the wheel... The missing parts have been mended with corpse wax, a patchwork of champions. Oh... Sure, looks great. Corpse wax is the best way to repair stuff. I could assure you of that. It definitely looks good, not gross at all. Alright, that's it for the main stairs here. You can completely avoid the Valiant Gargoyle if you wish. You could just go to the sides of the stairs, don't go up the middle of the stairs, and you will be fine. Once again, it's got glowy eyes. There's a field of these guys. Likely dung. Probably likely flaming dung. God, now I'm imagining, like, burning shit. I don't know what that would smell like. Shit on its own already smells terrible, but imagine if how it would smell burning. I feel like that would amplify the smell, to be honest. So, it's usually, like, being wet that amplifies smells, but you never know. Burning. I don't know. Thankfully, I've never been around burning shit, because that would probably not be a very pleasant experience, being near that stuff. Let me stop talking about this. Anyway, I'll read this message. Oh, hold on. It's really hard to read messages on Torrent. Try Edge. I'm so glad that I spent the time to pause what I was doing and read that message. I'm mistaken these frickin' golden particles that indicates that actually our spells are being buffed, or our... Oh, no. It's, we're getting more runes from enemies than normal whenever the Erd Tree rains its little golden leaves on you. That's what's happening right now. And I keep mistaking them for early flowers, and I keep like, ooh, early flower? Or Altus Bloom, and press A on it. I have no need for that stuff anyway, so I don't know why I care about it so much. It's just, I see glowy thing, I go and I press A on it. And then the name appears in the bottom right corner, and I feel very satisfied with myself. That's what I do when I play video games. I can't help it. Yet another tree with 2 golden seeds. I think we're nearing the maximum upgrades of golden seeds, to be perfectly honest with you. We just need one more for, I think, I want to say the last one? 9 and 4, yeah. So the maximum charges that your flasks can go to in this game is 14. We're almost at the maximum number of charges, I think. Maybe this one takes like 6 golden seeds, we'll have to see. Seek old deer in short, beating to a pulp, oh beating to a pulp. Hey man, I understand these guys are kind of useless, but I wouldn't go that far, jeez. Yeah, here are my frickin' fingers. You can actually see them this time. You should have a much clearer reading time. So did the introduction sequence. That's exactly what I heard when I woke up. Like, are you just reminding me of my main objective? No, I can't see any gold at all. Oh, what? There's a tree there? What? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna kill me. No, they won't. I can attest to that. No, they will not guide me. Whatever it is, it's gonna kill me. The 2 fingers aren't gonna do anything to help. What was that? I think I was far enough away from that phantom that the game was like, we don't need to render Torrent's animations. So he was just sliding up. Oh, that was funny. So this is the main gate into Leyndell. Unfortunately, well, even if we could open it, we'd just be faced with an ocean. And you know how Elden characters are with oceans. They can't swim. They just fall and drown and die like they're Sonic the Hedgehog or something. We have a bunch of wandering nobles that also seem to be confused about this very fact. They also drop Roa fruit as usual. This guy drops nothing. Oh, hey, there's one that's actually combat capable. Well, there was. Until I did that. Until I pressed the left trigger one time. I kind of feel bad for killing them at this stage, because I feel like they're a lot more aggressive in Limgrave, but then as you go on, they start having weapons less often. I shouldn't leave you to die last. I'll let you join the rest of your brethren in the afterlife. Aristocrat garb altered. I think we have the unaltered version of that. Lost Ashes of War, our second one of those. Could this be a door? I don't know. Could it? Maybe it could be a wall. I can't really tell, honestly. Could be a door, could just be a wall. I don't know. You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. And then turn back, go back. You should have committed to that. Then I would have appraised your message, because you don't have the right is really funny. Why is it always pickle? What? What's picklish around here? That guy's head hat? You know, the head hat? Oh, there were more nobles down here. Well, you guys can live, I guess. I will spare your life. Ooh, this scarab. Okay. This scarab is one of those vanish after you attack it scarabs, or if you get too close to it scarabs. However, I have no idea where its second spot is. In fact, I don't even know if it does have a second spot. I'm gonna try to take it out right here with the great bow. And I did! Alright, Ash of War Golden Parry. Well, I guess I'll have to look up on the wiki where its second spot is, because, yeah, I didn't even fully expect to kill it. I was expecting to chase it off, and then we'd have to find it again elsewhere. But yeah, it's wherever it is, it's super hard to find. Might be earlier down in the capital outskirts. Alright, before we keep going north, there is these cliff edges I'd like to check out. Then maybe this area. Because I think I remember there being something in that area. Is there a grace around here? I think I remember there being a grace. I think I remember this being a certain way. That's been like half of my commentary in this entire series. First cliff edge. We have a dragonfly. Amazing. I didn't mean to use Laura's great bow on it. I just wanted to do the pebble. I dodged! But it didn't dodge the pebble. It dodged the great bow, but not the pebble. I guess the pebble came out faster and its reaction time is fast enough to dodge the great bow wind-up, but not the pebble wind-up. Up, behold, item. Oh, up there. I was about to say, if you're pointing to this, I swear to God. People have eyes, you know. If people can find your message, they could probably find the item. But no, your message was actually helpful. A little bit. I mean, I was gonna go up there anyway, so I didn't necessarily need it, but, you know, telling people that there is an item, actually something useful up somewhere, is nice, because, like, there are lots of corners of this world that don't have anything in them, so putting down a message in those places saying there's nothing here to warn you ahead of time is nice. Wait, this person died right... How'd you die right here? Oh, you freaking... you jumped off the edge to your death. I still have messages? Again, how long does the game keep your messages for? Seems like a freaking long time. Well, I'm glad nobody has rated my messages poor. I love how you, as the person who left the message, can see the breakdown, but no one else can. It's kind of like how YouTube works nowadays. I can't believe that, like, they haven't gotten that many, but every time I've gone online the past couple times, someone has found one and rated it. That's quite the coincidence, honestly. Ooh, what's this? Last camp we found here had a, ulcerated tree spirit. This one has a poison bat, so, that's quite the downgrade. Hey, I've got a question for you. Are you able to handle the gravity of this situation? Actually, you can handle it just fine, I've decided, through means that are only visible to me, the player. I have to wonder, can the in-game characters see health bars? 'Cause, like... Probably not. They probably can't. That's probably information only shared to the player necessarily, but like, I mean, you're the one controlling the character, so you still do your certain actions based on health bars and whatnot. You know, I would expect enemies can't see how much health you have left, because they don't decide any attacks based on your level of health. The entities only know how much health they have to themselves, and then the players can just see it all, because, I don't know, I guess it's unfair. Precious item ahead. Yeah, look at this. Very, very precious item. Oh, wait, right here. Golden Rune level 10. That's not bad. I wouldn't call it precious, but sure. Could help in a time of need. A time of needing runes to level up. Here we have a cat trebuchet. I was assuming there were some soldiers here, and then the bats came in and took them all out. If the bats took them out, then they probably deserved it. I mean, poison bats can be quite hardy foes, and so can the bats in the dragon barrow, but, like... Otherwise, those guys, really? You lost to those guys. I guess it really is true that, like, your player character is 10 times more skilled than most of the regular enemies in the game. It's just the bosses that have a chance of being more skilled than you, but most regular enemies cannot match you in terms of skill, and that's what makes the game balanced. Because, you know, like, they're challenging, they certainly can kill you if you let them, but if you don't let them, then you just stomp them. Hello there. I just I just ran straight through those things. Broke both of them at the same time. I guess I'll kill you. You're standing up. You're starting to look scared. There's a sorcerer. Get the sorcerer out of here. You have more runes. Give me those runes. I am in dire need of runes. It's not like I have a level up ready or anything. A 69,000. What's here? Tree! 3 arterial leaves. Yep, that's a tree, all right. This is a nice framing of the tree, though. And we're getting super duper close to it. Really exciting. All right, this is a little far north. I do see the Rays of a Grace, but before I keep going this way, I would like to go back down here and see if there's anything. Let's level up first, though. Sentry ahead. Where? I guess ahead in this field, maybe? Oh, we can talk to Melina.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well.
Here? This isn't a church. This isn't where they usually are.
In Marika's own words, hear me, demigods. My children, beloved, make of thyselves that which ye desire. Be it a lord, be it a god, but should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices.
Is that what Godric became? Because I would believe that. Now, for the first time in a long time, we can actually have Melina here as we level up.
Shall I turn your
Yeah. If you ever talk to her and then she's still around, she'll say her lines as she goes to do it. I'm still trying to level up intelligence, so I'm going to keep doing that. And I'd like to say that in the 1.0 version of Elden Ring, Melina actually had dialogue after the level up was completed. Like, after you left the screen, she would go like, well, glad that's over with, or something. Like, leveling up is actually a tremendous effort. But I guess that would make some players feel bad, so they decided to remove it for the full release. Why is it always overcast? Well, I don't know. Is the rain bound to this area? It was clear earlier. I don't have anything to say to that. I will agree, though. Why is it always overcast? The game is so cool looking in clear weather, and then overcast, everything becomes all foggy and muddy. Okay. I'll say, as much as I love Liurnia, in terms of visuals, this might be my favorite section of the open world, the capital outskirts. It's a really good mix of natural environments with the giant capital chilling just over there. It's all really cool looking. The mix is done super well. I mean, it's similar to why I like Shifra River and Nokron a lot. It's natural environments mixed with structured stuff, and this is an example of that, but plus the Altus Plateau's like golden autumn-y color, and autumn is my favorite season in real life, so I also have a little bit of it also gets some bonus points for that. There's absolutely nothing here. Good to know. But I just love the sight of the giant staircase that leads up here, which you could always completely ignore if you end up coming in through this way and heading on straight over to this area, which, as we can tell, is probably the only remaining entrance into the capital, as this one was a bust and there was nothing down here either, so this is all that's left. And now it's morning. Are you sure? It looks more like Silent Hill to me, but I don't know. I make Silent Hill references a lot, despite having never played any of the games. I don't know, they're all on consoles, and the franchise as of late is kind of stupid. I mean, I would be interested to play Silent Hill 2, not necessarily the remake. I've heard bad things about it, unfortunately, but, you know, I would like to try the original. The first Silent Hill also looked pretty interesting to me. They certainly seem like games I would like, but I don't know, they're on platforms that I don't have, and so they're not very easy to play for me. Unless Silent Hill 2 the original version did actually get a PC release, and I didn't notice. It's entirely possible. What to find out here? We saw a glimpse of a purple item, but there is something else notable around these parts I'd like to look at first. Yes, down this way. So down here... God. Every time I go online, is it like when I go online, the messages show up for other players, and when I'm offline, they don't? If so, that's neat. That's kind of interesting to know how that works. Like, it only shows messages of people who are actively playing? I don't know. I don't know how the online mechanics work. I'd like to know more about them. We've seen some giant trolls. I could not be less interested in fighting them. This was a giant pit of nothing, right? Yeah. That's an inexplorable part of the moat. These are a bunch of craters that look like the things that the meteors that fell that the freaking Alabonics lords are found around. And that is a lonely commoner enemy on the path. Man, don't you have any friends? Oh, so the lonely commoner enemy was Margit the Fell Omen. Now I understand why you don't have any friends. Yeah, it's just Margit again. He did not die at the end of his boss battle. You could still hear his dialogue. And so he was bound to return someday, unfortunately, and it seems now is the time. And this time he's just a mini-boss regular enemy thing. He's much easier this time around because you're much higher level, but he's still the same annoying bullshit Margit that I know and hate. So I found out a fun fact about this guy's fight. Remember how I tried to use Margit's shackle on him, and in the last couple attempts, both times I tried, it did absolutely nothing? I found out the reason for that. Apparently, Margit's shackle does not affect him in Phase 2. Obviously, I should have known that. I really should have been able to piece that together myself from the complete lack of any amount of feedback that the game gave me when I did that. God, fuck you, 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 fuck you. Alright. Another kind of annoying thing about this mini-boss battle is that this guy is programmed to stay within a certain range of this area, and if you leave it even slightly, he'll end up disappearing and respawning like the dragons do sometimes. And his range is, like, surprisingly small where he can go. Now, I would like to show something about this guy before I go. Something I didn't actually know. If I can get behind him, which I can't seem to be able to do, you fucker. I know he only does that if you're in a certain spot in front of him. Oh no, you do not do this right now. Somehow dodged, don't know how. Oh my fucker. That's just me, that is me failing to dodge that. Now, if you can do your tail swipe. You could do your tail swipe, please. No, instead you'll just disappear. God, this boss just wants to get on my nerves in every way possible, doesn't it? Good. Of course you would do that. I should have known that was coming. Obviously you would do another attack after your big combo of attacks. Obviously. All right. Yeah. Now, if you could please, God, you're just not gonna let me demonstrate this, are you? If he does the tail swipe when you're behind him, you can jump over it and then perform a jump attack as a punish. It seems really fun to do, but unfortunately, he doesn't want me to have fun in his battle, and so instead, he's just gonna be an absolute piece of work by teleporting away all the time. Oh, now he does it while I'm 5 miles away from him. Can this boss just be good? All right. That gives a pretty clear window. Maybe I should heal. Yeah, maybe I should heal. Maybe I should heal. Alright, good. That. Ah, okay. That's my bad. That is a clear signifier for that follow-up. He's dead again, and I didn't enjoy him anymore the second time. I'm sorry, fans of Margit the Fell Omen, but I hate that boss with all my passion. Apparently he was using this poor commoner as a vessel to attack me. Anyway, what did you drop? Oh yeah, talisman. The Viridian Amber Medallion +1. It's a talisman we already have the base version of, so we can just continue on. Pretty interesting to find Margit here, though. It does show that he is still alive, and he's probably still alive, considering that he just transformed back into the commoner once he died. As unfortunate as that is to say, because that means we're probably going to end up fighting him again at some point. I don't know if he's going to be even worse the third time, or even better, maybe? I don't know. Let's just move on from that. I'm not going to be able to convince you guys that Margit is a bad boss, so let's just keep going. I also probably wouldn't say that Margit is a bad boss, it's just that I don't like fighting him. Anything inside any of these craters? I guess this is just a common theme throughout the game, that these craters appear and there's never anything in them. You guys are eating grass. I didn't know bats ate grass, I thought they were carnivores. They ate mosquitoes and stuff. Now you guys are just eating grass? Like, come on, there's mosquitoes in the air, there's so many annoying insects you could be targeting, but instead, you eat humans and then grass. That's what you decide is best for you. Sure, whatever. Just a lonely troll looking into the empty abyss of the moat. Oh, that's a nice gradient at the edge there. You see that? That's pretty cool looking. I'll leave the troll there to admire it. Clearly, that's what he's doing. Admiring the appearance of the moat. There's the other entrance, the northern entrance, I guess. It's on the north end, so yeah, the northern entrance. Okay, I thought I saw a purple item around here. Was I losing it? Alright, nothing over here, it would seem. Unless there actually secretly is an item. Nope. That would totally be somewhere that they put some random item like a golden rune level 8. But nope, there's nothing there. What was this I was seeing at this tent over here? 8 mushrooms. Alright. I love how the From Software deal of making items just glowing orbs on the ground and that don't reveal what the item actually is until you pick it up always makes you want to go grab it because you never know. It could be something good or it could be 8 mushrooms. And in any other game, you'd see like the mushroom sitting there on the ground and be like, I'm not taking that. I don't need that. Hello, Erdtree, you're looking quite plump, though I know that means that I'm close to you and you haven't been, like, you know, absorbing too much sunlight, you know, overeating the sunlight. Because that's what trees do, right? Oh, sorry for the coughs. They eat the sunlight and they mix it with water. I know how photosynthesis works, don't worry. I'm not stupid. I just pretend to be stupid, because it's funny. Didn't expect flower. Yeah, honestly, I didn't really expect the flower either. The second defense of Leyndell. The fell Omen stacks high the corpses of heroes, yet the Erdtree remains unshaken. Margit the fell Omen? He was out here, so I guess this is where he staged a battle once. Though he was doing something to shake up the Erdtree. And I did look up more lore about him and his character, and that seems odd to me that he would do something against the Erdtree. Because I think the reason why Margit has it out for you, like he wants to stop you so badly, is because he is, like, trying to keep the Golden Order in place, and, like, becoming Elden Lord will violate the Golden Order according to Melina at the beginning of the game. So he wants to stop you from violating the Golden Order, and that's why he tries to stop you from going into Stormvale, and he tried to stop us just now. Though he only tries to stop you here if you get close to him, because otherwise he just remains hidden, and you don't have to fight him at all. Another set of graves. We've already seen lots of these in Altus, actually. This is like our third one, our third patch of graves of skeletons in Altus. But there were like 4 or 5 in Liurnia, at least, I think. I can't remember, so it's okay. Interesting that these graves are never marked on the map, despite most points of interest that are more than just natural ground and rock are usually marked on the map, so that's interesting. Not really sure why that is. Hey, buddy. Oh, you know what? You know what I just remembered that I forgot to say last time? By killing Glintstone Dragon Adula, as well as the, oh yes, the Electo Black Knife Ringleader in the Everjail, I'm pretty sure we have cleared out Liurnia of boss fights. We've not cleared out Liurnia of side activities. There's still stuff happening down in Jarbairn. Down in Jarbairn? No, in Jarburg, where Jarbairn is. But otherwise, we've killed all the bosses in Liurnia, so you're probably not going to see me going back there too often, unfortunately. Seriously, 3 appraisals? How is it that everyone's seeing my messages now when I'm online? I feel like that... Your bow is popping in there, sir. I feel like the only explanation for that is that, indeed, your messages only show up to players if you're playing the game. And I guess that would make sense. It might save server space if the player's deactivated, don't show this message to anyone, and it'll, like, help for the online network to be that way. Bam. Alrighty. I do find it kind of interesting, even if it is somewhat immersion ruining. I do like the whole message system. How it's kind of like... for lack of a better... Holy shit, stop! What is that shit? I guess I should have been going other directions than backwards away from them. You're doing it again? Stop it! That's so annoying. Anyway. Oh my god, you're actually doing it a 3rd time in a row. What is your deal? Sit down and shut up. Was it like, is that attack how you respond to freaking Hoarfrost Stomp or something? Anyway, I like how it's, for lack of a better term, a form of social media within the game. That's obviously not social media because you can't write whatever you want, but that is a neat idea. I don't know where the idea comes from exactly. I guess it comes from the idea of everyone banding together as a community to try and overcome the challenge that the game presents. And by banding together as a community, I mean that some people do, and then other people who are new to the game are left out and unwelcome because they're quote-unquote bad at the game. I mean, I guess there is such thing as being bad at these games, but still, it's like, they're trying to overcome the challenge you all did, why are you not welcoming them in? But that's not the developer's fault, obviously. In other news, Hermit Merchant's Shack.
Someone there? A customer? Well...
All you merchants go like, oh my god, a customer? It's been forever! Yeah, y'all are placed in the worst possible locations. The reason why you don't see customers often is because you are so far off the beaten path. Ooh, Sentry's Torch. I want this. Given to protectors of the Erd Tree, its flames are bestowed with a special incantation which allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils. So if you take this into Sage's Cave, you can see the Black Knife Assassin as long as you hold the torch out. Furnished on behalf of the Erd Tree and the Grace-Given Lord, such that a Knight of the Black Knives will never come again. Alright, let's see. We got Prophet Blindfold, the Prophet Robe, and the Prophet Trousers. This is where the Prophet set is sold, all the way here, man. There's also Consort's Trousers. Hope I have enough money to buy all this plus the note. Looks like I do. Note below the capital. I can also buy the Great Shield. I guess I'll do that. Due to their excessive size, these shields were at times seen as the hallmark of little lordlings who were too timid to earn a few nicks and scratches. Below the royal capital of Leyndell is a vast network of sewers. Well, yeah, the cities have to drain their water somehow. The well in the city below reaches deep into its tunnels. That's good to know. About these notes, actually. We're about to get into some unfortunate cut content here. In the 1.0 version of Elden Ring, the notes had completely different text on them. It was always giving the same hints as they do now, but they were actually written like letters between some of the in-game characters, and the letters contained the hints that they were sending to one another. That was a really neat way of doing it, and I'm really sad that that it got cut for the final release, but I guess they just wanted to get to the point and give the hint. Some players might start reading the letters and be like, this is just a bunch of flavor text, isn't it? And not actually think that there's any worthwhile hints stored in there when there actually is. Still though, that added such a nice little form of world building, and yet they ended up removing it. I think the reason why it was like that is those notes were like letters sent between nomadic merchants, and they would attach the letters to the talons of crows who would then carry it around. I think the reason why they changed the descriptions then because of this is because that element of, you know, the merchants sending letters attached to the talons of crows ended up being removed from the final game. So they decided to change the notes to no longer be letters, just notes. Still, I think it would have been really cool if they kept the letters as is. Whatever, though. It's no big deal. Doesn't ruin the game or anything. Some people might think it does, but I disagree with them. We have more of these skull snails. If you remember, one of these guys was joining Necromancer Garrus in Sage's Cave, which I was just talking about 10 seconds ago. So I guess that's kind of fitting that we're finding more here. And they are guarding a certain special item over here. How many times have I said certain special item throughout this playthrough? Probably a lot of times. Probably too many times. Oh my god, you're like slithering around. Oh my god, look at you. Slither all you want, it's not really gonna help you that much. Let me use this on you too. Yeah, look at that. Y'all are just kind of weak to everything, aren't you? That didn't even hit me somehow. Winged Crystal Tear. This is one of the special crystal tears you can only find, that you don't find around minor Erd Trees. Well, technically this one is close to a minor Erd Tree. Temporarily reduces equipment load. It's fine, I guess. I just don't know if like, temporarily reducing equipment load is that great as a temporary effect. Because, like, I'd rather have it more often. But maybe if it means that you get enough max equip load that you're now in light load at whatever you're at, that means now that drinking the Physic will give you light load for a certain amount of time, and you can use that to help you a little bit. Because light load does come in handy in certain situations where medium load can always not. I wonder if light load would have let me dodge some of Margit's, like, super fast swipes. I don't know, I would have tried, but I think at the point of the game I'm at, being in light load means I have to wear absolutely nothing. And it just looks silly when you're fighting a boss, so even if it is genuinely advantageous to you. Like, I've always thought that about the no-hit runs, because no-hit runners never wear armor, and it just looks so silly going up against these absolute gods in their underwear. It's funny. Hello, minor Erd Tree. Speaking of which, yeah, technically the crystal tier is nearby. It's just right here, but Here's the real deal. Now we have a summoning pool that someone has put a message on top of. I very much doubt you're gonna need the summoning pool because there is not actually a boss guarding this minor Erdtree unlike the others. It's just a bunch of commoners plus an Omen. I think I'll summon in Latenna. Latenna should be able to do just fine here. I'll fight the Omen while Latenna could maybe distract the commoners. Boom. Alright. The Omen is a tough foe, but, I mean, he's no Margit, he's no boss. We've never fought them as a boss before, so, yeah. I'm not really sure what the idea of this was, but I kind of like that they're changing it up, you know. Because when you're in Liurnia, you've kind of got the formula that, oh, every minor Erdtree from now on is going to have an Erdtree avatar, and then once you kill the Erdtree avatar, you get the reward. Then Altus Plateau comes in and says, nah, we're going to have none of the minor Erdtrees work that way. They're not going to have Erdtree avatars. They're gonna have a worm face, a tree spirit, and a regular enemy, a group of regular enemies. I appreciate the switch up though. You don't even have to kill them to get the crystal tears. Even more of an easy Erdtree as a result. Twiggy Cracked Tear, Crimson Crystal Tear. One of those sounds kind of familiar because it does the exact same thing as the first crystal tear, but the sprite's different. It's like the two halves joined together to become a whole. If you put both of these crystal tears into your physic, you will fully restore your health bar with it, but it will not give any other effects. Could be good, but let's look at the other one, because I think this one's really cool. Briefly stop rune loss on death in mixed physic. I'm gonna go look up the exact duration for this, because I think knowing the exact duration of this would be really good. The item description claims that it briefly stops it, but no, it stops it for the next 3 minutes. That's pretty good, but one thing is worth noting. Being death blighted instead of dying normally will still cause you to drop your runes. So I guess that's a difference Death Blight has for compared to regular deaths, which otherwise there are none of. Unlike, say, you know, Dark Souls 1, where your health bar gets cut in half or whatever until you can find a way to heal it up. I remember thinking that being cursed in Dark Souls 3 would get rid of your souls forever, but that is not the case. It would have been an interesting way to make curse scary, though, and to make the basilisks actually worth fretting over, unlike how they are right now. Alright, what else is there to look at? Alright, there's down here, which will take us this way, and then there's the rest of this. I think we've already been this way. This is where the monument was, if I remember right, or this is where the monument was. Maybe I haven't been up here yet. Either way, the main place I want to go next is down this way. Oh, wow, look at that. The sun's out, and now the trees are turning white towards the top. It's like they're covered in snow. Oh, no, this is where I read the memorial, the monument, whatever I call it. My names for it are not very consistent. We got a wolf. That was that, I guess. That was all that was down here. A wolf. One wolf. What's left is a nice view of the rest of the place. You can even see, like, the plaza that we stopped in with those 2 golden seeds before. Yeah, I think I've decided this is my favorite, like, subsection of the overworld. If I'm thinking full regions, like Limgrave as a whole, Liurnia as a whole, then Liurnia gets it for sure. If I consider subsections, like Weeping Peninsula or Bellum Highway, I'd say Capital Outskirts might be my favorite area of the game. Favorite open world region of the game, that is. What's down here? Is this where the little moat underbelly is? Okay, well, that person's about to shoot at me. Yeah, we got a couple golems this direction. Let's hope they're not too bad. Might be being shot at by the other one. Well, he's about to shoot at me. This is my avoiding arrows song. It helps me concentrate on avoiding arrows. Hey, look at that up there. That's certainly an area we haven't seen before. Now, hang on, did you just, like, reset your animation when I brought you on screen real quick? You can kill those guys. There's nothing but a giant boatload of runes to get out of it. If you want a giant boatload of runes, then go for it. I will tell you this straight away, though. It's not actually a giant boatload of runes. Sorry to disappoint, but it's true. It's not. Up this way, we can see a wall of boss fog and a big, intimidating guy underneath. Looks strikingly similar to a tree sentinel, eh? I'll save him for later. Because as we can see, there's something to distract ourselves with in the meantime. A couple of birds. No, it's one of these things. Seek down. You know, I could have used it, and then it would have told me the exact same thing. Yeah, we gotta find a way to get down there if we wanted to explore that catacomb. Try jumping. Yeah, that'll work. Definitely do that. Oh. Do you see that? It's one of the giant skeletons like we see in Caelid, except it's not in Caelid, it's in the snow. We got a bridge leading to a divine tower over there, as well as something else that apparently that connects up to. And then there's all that stuff over there. I guess this is the mountaintops of the giants. We'll have to see what that's like at a much later time. Sunflowers are still pointing towards the Erd Tree. I would honestly be shocked if there was a sunflower somewhere in the game that wasn't pointed towards the Erd Tree. I wonder if they had special code for that, like, if we place down a sunflower here, find where the Erd Tree is located in the game world and rotate it to face in that direction. So that they didn't have to, like, manually rotate it themselves. I don't know how building these games work. Especially Elden Ring, because, like, I mean, the freaking Dark Souls 1 was unoptimized at launch, right? I mean, that part of that was the weaker hardware. Sorry, Joran. Let me heal that up for you, buddy. But another part of it was that, I don't know, I guess, like, you know, From Software weren't quite as experienced as they are now, so areas like Blighttown ended up running like shit because they didn't optimize it very well. And, you know, Dark Souls was also kind of rushed to completion, so that's another reason why. And you know, I have to say, with the 1.0 version of Elden Ring having come so soon just before the full release version, and there being that many differences, part of me feels like Elden Ring was kind of rushed to completion as well. Which would be a shame, because rushing a game out is never good. Time for weak foe. What do you... The turtle? Excuse me? The turtle is not a foe! What are you talking about? Well, they might be talking about something else around these parts. Like the Golden Rune level 6. Hello there, sir. Been a long time since we talked.
What are you looking at? Oh, you again, is it? Perfect bloody timing, actually. I got crab cooked up fresh.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Hold on. 1 second. Where did it go? Where did it go? There you are. Freaking... Okay, come here. Take it. Thank you. I think my favorite part of that was, like, the blood splatter and the gushing sound. Look at all the blood. Dude, it was a dragonfly, and all this stuff came out of me from the bite. How?
America's tits. You must be hungry.
I remember my first playthrough of the game, I was wondering where this line came from, because I'd heard it a few places online, but I never tried talking to him again, and that's what he says. You should probably know.
Wait, there's something I should probably tell you. You heard of the Dung Eater? He's a madman. Has it out for everyone. Curses them. Goes round in his rank armor and all. You see him though. Stay, well, away.
Oh, I have no problem doing that.
So I know firsthand, he's a god-forsaken monster. Not just some petty thug like me.
He certainly seems like one.
He's a killer. Kills people. And curses the souls. Does all sorts of shit to the corpses.
Literally.
To keep them cursed forever. I ain't seen nothing more disgusting in all my years. I ever been more scared neither. Rooted to the bloody spot while he did that to my friend.
I like how Dung Eater actually thinks that I'm going to, you know, genuinely free him and let him kill me. Like, what a fucking idiot. Anyway, he now sells boiled crab up here. I guess I'll buy some. Why not? In truth, I am not actually hungry, but I might eat this later. You know what?
We've got a real thing here, eh? And it's only getting better.
You know what? I'll eat it right now. Just so I don't forget. I still have the prawn I bought from him way back then. You do have to buy a prawn from him in Liurnia in order to get him to show up here. And then once he does, he'll tell you about Dung Eater. And he is a little bit involved with the Dung Eater if you actually choose to free Dung Eater. We won't be seeing that, though, because fuck Dung Eater. I don't think there's anything back this way. I think it drops down to the big inescapable moat. The bad moat, the one you shouldn't go into. Down here, though, there is a bear. And a giant thing that can be broken open by a big beast. I wonder what that could be. Can you do it, actually? I want to know. Can you do it? Come on. Come on over. Break it open. What's the matter? I guess you're a regular-sized bear. Okay, now you're brave. Ow! Okay. Oh my god. I have to say, like, There's videos circulating online of people being attacked by, or not necessarily attacked by bears, but like being chased and even sort of attacked by bears in real life, and it's freaking scary to watch. I remember seeing one where the bear just out of nowhere started running up to them, and like they even had to drop the camera. But they were able to survive, thankfully. It wasn't that bad. Oh, yep, I hear that. I hear the sound. I hear the glorious sounds of a glorious beast behind that tree right there. Come on over, buddy. Come on over here, Freddy. Where's the... Oh, there it is. I was going the right way. I was worried I was going the wrong way. Alrighty, nab this. Smithing stone level 6. Since I haven't done it yet, let me point out that cool-looking structure. Looks a bit familiar, doesn't it? We've seen a couple of those throughout the game. I wonder what it could be. In other news, though, let's head away from the bear, which means going in this direction. Hello, the bear stopped chasing me. Underground tomb ahead, and then didn't expect here. These are the catacombs that the statue is pointing directly down to. I think that's the only one that ever points directly down. Quite funny. These catacombs, I remember these ones being quite long, but that's okay because we've actually explored basically all the capital outskirts in terms of surface, so we can have some mini dungeons come in order to round out this video. Auriza side tomb. I'm sorry, this isn't actually a catacomb. It's a side tomb. It's a side quest, as opposed to Auriza main tomb, which actually does make sense. Be wary of sending gate, in short, seek ladder. All right, that is a vague hint that I will keep in mind for later. What we got in here? Okay, so this time the enemy in the catacombs are jars, not skeletons nor imps, but jars. Interesting choice, and they're the splody type that we found in Volcano Manor. Okay, I'm just gonna two-hand. I feel like I have more control over, dodging attacks when I'm two-handing, even if I actually don't have control over that. So we can see there's the boss lever, but how do we get there? That's something we have to find out. I actually can't remember how you solve this catacomb, because this catacomb is a bit of a puzzle. I did say it was a long one, but it's longer than you would think. It's basically one big puzzle that you have to find your way through. There we go. Living jar shard. Camera turning. Something incredible ahead. We'll see about that. An unlit torch. Trap ahead. That's the correct one. I don't think there's anything else to do here, so let's open it up. And it is indeed a trap, but this is the main central mechanic of the dungeon, or the gimmick, I guess. It's not really a mechanic of the dungeon, because it's used elsewhere. The transporter traps, do they actually trap you, like they usually do? No, they do not. These are special trap chests that don't do anything. I think you can actually just go right back through the chest, and I think it'll take you back to the same spot, but here we can see it'll take us across from the trap lever, so we just basically got teleported down from there. Yes, it just takes you back. So let's keep going from here. I'm gonna check this first. Should have expected that, to be honest. Oh god. Why do I just, keep running straight forward, gung-ho through catacombs and not expecting the imp ambushes? That's the whole point of catacombs, is that there's lots of traps everywhere set for you. The whole point of catacombs in these games, anyway. I mean, it's generally the point of catacombs in other games, too. So why am I like this? Be wary of right. I probably should have read these messages. Be wary of weak foe. True. It is a weak foe, but all regular enemies are weak foes to an extent. Turn on the lamp. It's a little hard to see. Okay, so no way to jump up there, no way to climb up either. This isn't Breath of the Wild, and even if it were Breath of the Wild, we'd be in a shrine right now, so you wouldn't be able to climb up anyway. Down here's a little sewer-looking area with the jail. So, god, that's a lightning guy. Can I hit him with anything? Okay, that's actually not that big of an explosion. Alright, I can at least down him with pebbles, so we'll just keep doing that. Unless he gets too far out of range. Oh god, he got too far out of range! That's exactly what I didn't want you to do, and you did it! Okay, good. Got the right angle on him. Only had to take 3 of those hits in order to kill him. Hey, there's something special in there with yet another chest. I wonder how we'll end up going there. Be wary of up. Was that up? I don't know if that was up exactly, but, I think be wary of left would have been better there. It's still, I dodged it in time. It was okay. You didn't horribly mislead me or anything. That's be wary of up. Okay. I get it now. You know, I might just want to use Loretta's Great Bow, like one big attack that is sure to kill them, because every time I use this, I keep knocking them back where they're no longer reachable, and it's so annoying. There we go. Finally used Cannon of Haima. That's what it's like. It has a big explosion. But it costs a crap ton of FP, and personally, I feel like it costs a little too much. Who do you think you were fooling From Software with that? If anyone knows that illusory wall exists. Illusory walls do indeed exist. There we go. Finally said that sentence correctly. They are not going to fall for that in the slightest. I didn't realize those guys only exploded when you were close. I thought you had to, I thought they were about to explode like a Bob-omb in Mario or something. Ooh, okay, so where does this one go? I'm curious about that. Because that one was behind a, quote, secret wall. So I'm assuming that's like the correct path, right? Where does this chest take you then? Oh, it takes you in here on the other side of this door. All right, and we have a big jar to kill. Oh, God. Oh, we have two. Oh, we have two. Oh, that might be a problem. Okay. Don't worry, this will be fine. Yeah, it actually will. That's a lot of damage I'm doing to this guy. The other jar will be okay. I wish these guys had voices. I wish some of them would talk to you. I wish I knew more about the jars, who they are, why they exist, what their purpose is in this world. I guess their purpose is to just be yet another species native to the lands. But they have like dead people inside of them, which is weird, and I don't really get that. Where's the ideas for that? Where did like the stuff that decides that take place in the world? That was the worst way I could have said that sentence. But it's how I said it. Okay, this is not openable, so this is just a secret room, and well, it's not a secret room because the chest to enter it is placed on your direct freaking path. It's not a secret room at all. Did one of them drop something special? Because I feel like there was a special purple item I got from that, but maybe I was thinking of maybe it was just some other random item. Bloodstains here? Wait. Okay, I have no idea what I have no idea why you did that. Y'all seriously, just you go to open the chest first and the two explodey jars on the side of the room do not give you any pause? Again, with you people being so impatient. No, I gotta open the chest and take the loot. I don't need to kill the enemy. Why would I need to do that? Ooh, okay. So you notice, we're up on the bridge next to this room. Except the enemies are alive here. Interesting. Well, now you're alive down there. Even though this does look basically the same as the area we just left, this is not where we were. In fact, I think if we go up this way... Yeah, check it out. This is where the boss lever would have been, but instead it's just an imp and another one. This is not the correct place to be, yet that's where the secret chest led, so we gotta find some other way through. It's like an identical copy of the catacomb rooms that we just went through. I kinda like this puzzle. It's really neat. And you know, at the point in the game where I'm starting to say, you know, these catacombs are starting to get a little like samey and bog standard, they start throwing in some new concepts, some interesting ideas. I like having this kind of puzzle element to the mini dungeons, and I think this could have been done more often, to be honest. I know that many people probably consider these puzzles to be an absolute bore, and you can have your own opinions. I completely disagree, though. It's pretty fun. Ooh, okay, so up here where I think the window to jump down would be, or no, where the chest that we came through would be, there's now a jar to fight. Guarding a ritual pot, okay, yep. Lots of jars in here, so naturally lots of pots to go with them. I somehow dodged that attack, but not the one from earlier, and you also did a lot of damage to your big cousin over here. All right, there you go. I wonder what the relations are between the big jars and the small jars, because I know there's some kind of relation since Jar Baron calls Alexander his uncle. And so he might actually be his uncle, I'm not really sure about that. Horse butthole, okay. Behold, here again! Alright, this time there's nothing to see in there. Oh, now oh, okay, you're the one I knocked off, right? I forgot that I hadn't quite killed you guys yet. There should be another one in this adjacent room. Visions of sleep. Oh, it's so boring, isn't it? It's giving you a thought-provoking puzzle to try and navigate your way through these catacombs, but it's just so boring, because it's an Elden Ring mini-dungeon. Alright, as much as I like to make fun of people for that, why is it always sending gate? Because that's the freaking mechanic of the dungeon. What do you mean, why is it always sending gate? We should be able to tell what it's doing by now. Alright, I make fun of people for that, but I will agree. The catacombs in Dark Souls 3 and this game aren't quite as neat or interesting as the catacombs in Dark Souls 1. Okay, is this the... Hold on. I have an idea of where I am right now, and I want to confirm. Is this back at the start? Seems like it. Okay, there's a glove wart there. Was there a glove wart in the other one? Here's the 2 bloodstains I was making fun of. But yeah, I watched someone play through the Dark Souls 1 catacombs recently, and I have to say, they were real freaking cool. Oh yeah, that was actually the original rooms. Now how about this? Where does this go? Does this just go back? Seems like yes, it does. But yes, Dark Souls 1's catacombs were really cool in that they weren't just a lot of gray hallways that looked like this. I mean, in this case, blue hallways, but the lighting changes can only help so much. I don't think I opened this yet. I want to see where this goes. It was really cool. It had a variety of locations. It had like a big natural cave with a waterfall coming through it that I thought was neat. Oh, okay. There is stuff in this other room. It's just hidden from you until you go all the way here. That's neat. I'm glad I decided to go through that chest then. Cracked pot, and the other cracked pot, and then a ladder? Oh, hold on. I wanted to read the message, whatever. It was probably going to say, like, Visions of Snake or something as a reference to Metal Gear Solid. All in all, I will agree, the catacombs in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring are not quite as interesting as the catacombs in Dark Souls 1, because there were a lot of different visual styles that you went through, and the whole mechanic with the skeletons and the necromancers also looked pretty fun. It's, you know, I haven't actually played through the catacombs myself, but it might be, I did not expect this. Huh. That's the way to the boss lever. That's not what I thought it would be. Okay, well, we opened the boss door, but now I want to know, where does the other path go? Hold on. I'll explain it in better words when we get back there. Okay, so now... Okay, dead end right there. We should be back in, we should be up on this ledge in the normal version. Let's see where this goes now. It's a ladder, once again. But it doesn't go up to the boss lever. Because that other place went up to the boss lever. You have to enter the other sewer room. The other sewer room behind the bars. Yeah, this just goes to another chest. Well done! Does this chest have an item? No, it's another trap. Right, where's this? Is this back at the start? No, it's not. This is a completely different area. Okay, man. Yeah, see, this catacomb's really freaking big, isn't it? Okay, that's a non-explosive one. And then how about this? Is this showing... Yeah, that's showing that room where the imp was standing where the boss lever was in the other place. In the other copy. As if, like, mocking you. Oh, no. Okay, you're the only one. I just barely saw you out of the corner of my vision. Down you go. Dropping your usual gross shit. Smithing stone level 5. And a ritual pot. Yay, I'm so glad I spent the time to come back here. Hey, though, this is like a completely optional part of the catacomb that I assume that other players wouldn't even see. I don't know, I was very interested to see how this catacomb was, because in the YouTuber I've been bringing up a couple times throughout the series, John Wolf's playthrough of Elden Ring, he basically just cut right through this catacomb. He skipped it completely. He did not really give it any time in the sun, because he was, like, personally annoyed by it, and so I guess he thought it wouldn't make for a very good video, but I think I have to disagree with him on this. It's a neat little catacomb. I like the puzzle element. I like the having to figure out how to get to this area. I like the confusion it tries to pull on you by, like, wait, this is the same rooms, but everything's alive here. What's happening? Let's see if the boss can hold up to that. I highly doubt it. Mini dungeon bosses almost never hold up the actual dungeons. I like how my lantern is just all that's left of me. I will say, it is a bit annoying having to wait for the transporter trap animations every single time. But, that's fine. Okay. I actually do remember what boss this is, and yeah, we're not in for a very exciting time. I mean, did you expect an exciting time with the boss? It's a Grave Warden and Duelist surrounded by jars. Let's use Hoarfrost. Stomp. Oh, God. Alright. Bit. Oh, my face. I don't think we've had too many of these guys with the dual hammers. I think most of them have been the axes. Actually, the first Grave Warden Duelist we ever fought had this, I think. Well, there go your jars, all of which explode into particles. I don't really get that. And the Grave Warden Duelist is Grave Warden Duelist. That is not very hard. I don't know, he attacks kind of fast, but he's honestly really easy despite doing attacks that fast. There we go. Dodge the grab, and you should be dead in a jiffy. And your reward is the Souled Jars of Fortune. No, I do not have a mod to edit the names of this game or anything. The names of the items, that's genuinely what it's called. The Souled Jars of Fortune. These reckless spirits sacrifice themselves to vanquish their summoner's foes and explode upon death. Though their bravery is admirable, their explosions can harm friend as well as foe. They will also immediately explode on contact with fire. Tell the others. Tell them how brightly a fire jar burns. I don't know who's saying that. Alexander? The Soul Jars of Fortune. Ridiculous. I never expected From Software to put a pun in their item names. It's not like From Software is like all super serious and crap with their games. They do insert some jokes here and there, but I never expected a pun like that. A really stupid pun as well. Souled Jars. So that was a pretty big dungeon, huh? But remember, that was just the side tomb. The real deal is over here. First of all, let's see what's behind it. There's a bear after me, it's fine. It's just a bear. I've dealt with Freddy Fazbear many times in the past year or two. 2 is more accurate, because I think I'm approaching, are we approaching 2 years having passed since I made that playthrough? Yeah, I think we are. This year, it would be 2 years having passed since I made that playthrough. Go away. I don't want you in here. This is indeed a hero's grave, and it's probably one of the most annoying, if I'd have to say. Not the actual dungeon itself. Well, actually, yes, the actual dungeon itself. Though, if you play it right, it shouldn't be too hard. But it is kind of weird at times, and that can be seen as annoying. Ah, whatever. Let's just get into it. This is Auriza Hero's Grave. Light the Grace. Stone Sword Key, do I have? I should have. I have 2. Man, as I got much later into this game, I started, stockpiling Stone Sword Keys. I had so many. I had up to 20 at one point, and I have no idea how. Because I've been pretty low on Stone Sword Keys a lot throughout this playthrough. Basilisks. They gave me a little jump scare, but aside from that, they were not scary at all. As soon as I saw they were basilisks, I calmed down a little bit. I promise you. See, they're freaking dead, and I barely had any blight at all. Then again, though, I had ranged attacks. Not everyone uses ranged attacks in these games. Golden Epitaph. A sword made to commemorate the death of Godwyn the Golden, first of the demigods to die. Infused with the humble prayer of a young boy. Oh, brother, Lord brother, please die a true death. But the brother of Godwyn, maybe? Unique skill, Last Rites. Raise the epitaph to grant the effect of sacred arts to yourself and allies in the vicinity. So it's shared order. What? Why does it get a special name? It's just shared order. The freaking Ashawar that the freaking Knights Cavalry freaking dropped. Likely strong foe, yeah. Likely strong foe indeed. Okay, so in this place, first of all, Death Pit right off to the right, just in case you want to go down there. Second of all, the chariots are an absolute menace. It is possible to just stick to the big chariot roads the entire time, but if you do this, you will have to have the timing and perhaps patience of a saint to get through it. Perhaps even of a hero, since this is a hero's grave after all. Okay, I need to take the time to go down there. What I think you're actually supposed to do is not go down the big chariot roads all the way. You see that pit there? I think we have to fall into that. In addition, there's a little patch of light here, similar to the effects of the Sainted Hero's Grave. You want to stand right here, you should be safe from both of them. Should be. Yeah, if you're standing anywhere off from that, you will actually die to them. Ah, yes. Look, this is a safe drop, and I think that item corpse is trying to point you down here as well. Drop down here. Do not continue onwards if you want to keep your sanity. I can definitely give you that tip, because bringing up John Wolf again, in his playthrough, he explored this video in he explored this hero's grave in part 20 of his playthrough, and that video was titled, "The First Time This Game Has Made Me Mad." So yeah, that's the experience you have if you continue down the roads there. If you drop down here instead, it's a pretty okay dungeon, actually. Pretty okay in terms of difficulty. I think it's a really good dungeon overall. I like the hero's graves a lot. I think the only thing I have to say about heroes' graves is I think they should get their own music rather than just reusing the catacombs. Someone just died to the basilisks around here. You died to basilisks. I can't believe it. Be wary of right. Yeah, okay. Because, look, if you walk forwards, you avoid that breath attack. Just walk forwards. Stay out of the freaking breath. Anyway, this tunnel exits out here. Be wary of hiding place and sure, think carefully ahead. Try ill-omened creature and then praise the message. I don't know what that means. Try creature. What the hell does try creature mean? Oh, okay, so we got a stone sword key there to make up for the one we used. Ghost level 6, no illusory wall here. So we'll kill the skeleton for jump scaring me like that and move on. You feel like you're slightly bigger than the other skeletons. Is that true? Is that actually bigger than the other skeletons? Okay. I'm gonna go on this side to avoid this guy. You can kind of go back and forth between the two roads here. It's pretty fun, honestly. Dodging them like this feels like... Oh no, it doesn't feel like Crossy Road. That's not at all what it feels like. Crossy Road's something else. Crossy Road's a different gameplay style. Oh god. There we go. Can the chariot finish you off? Yes! I love that. Okay, well, we can hide down here. Okay, this is a tricky part. This is a part you will have to do even with the drop down. Oh, no. Okay, we're fine. Don't worry about it, we're fine. Ooh, look at that. That's a secret place we'll need to find the way to. That's on point. Ow. Good thing the chariots no longer one-shot you. Back when John Wolf made that video, he was playing on the versions of the game where they would straight up one-shot you because their damage was set to 999, so they basically would one-shot you with the scaling power. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Those are going back up. This one's going down here. And now, before anything happens, drop. Okay. Want to drop down here as soon as you can. Here's where you can be to avoid the chariots some more. Holy grease. That person picked it up along with me. Here! Yeah, these messages are telling you where's the best place to drop. So let there be down. I'll go this way first. Yeah, these are really helpful, damn. Thank you. Here is a basilisk. The most terrifying of enemies. Clearly the worst part about this dungeon. Obviously, not the chariots up there or anything. Where you are. Well, I canceled his breath attack. I canceled it. I stopped it. Just from attacking with the right bumper attack. I don't use strong attacks as much as I probably should. Whatever. If I don't use them and I'm doing this fine, then I think that's an indicator that I don't need them. Okay, there's that down there with the skeleton. If I remember correctly, that place with the skeleton is smaller than where we're about to go, so... I think I'm gonna go there first, actually, because I think over here is like a whole other network that'll be a big thing, and if this is just gonna, end up somewhere real quick, then I guess I might as well start with this. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Let me actually, balance myself correctly, and is there anything to jump over? No, there wasn't. I couldn't see, though, so I was just jumping to be safe about it. Did you have a bow or anything? Because you really could have used it as I was making my way over to you. Just a tip for next time. Well done! Praise the TARDIS! Ladder! This puts us here? Where's... Oh, that was another one spawning in. I was like, what the hell was that? Okay, this is new. I do not know what this is. Anything up there? I think I'm gonna avoid looking up there for the moment. Let's run straight down here instead. Yeah, no, there is no hiding spot at all. Excuse me, game. Nope. Okay, you're going back up. I'm keeping on. Sure, okay, so I had to tank a hit there, or else I was not going to be able to get through. That seems fun and fair. Yeah. Little weird, that. Okay, maybe this is actually the huge complex, and I picked wrong by not going the other route first. We'll have a chance to go back there later, though. Where's this? This is an elevator. Alright, neat. I guess we'll see where this goes. I don't think this is a shortcut. I don't think you get shortcuts in this one. Alright. Well, that's fun. I mean, now I think I should go down first. Yeah, let's go back down first. Aha, I was right to come this way first. You look like an Omen. Are you backed up by any supporters? Oh, look at that person going straight into it. You're scripted to see me. That's honestly kind of lame. I never like it when enemies are scripted to see you. They have their back turned to you, and then you start to sneak up on them, and they're like, I knew you were there the whole time, ha ha ha, because the game told me. Okay, I dodged a little early, but I didn't think he would delay the freaking attack for so long. Come on, man. Don't keep us waiting. So that guy had a hood and he was using Deathblight on us. I think the other guy in the minor Erdtree outside was doing the same thing. Crucible Feather Talisman. Improves the effectiveness of dodge rolls, but increases damage taken at all times, as opposed to the crystal tier. So this is like the Karthus Blood Ring. Makes sense for finding it in a catacomb-like area. A vestige of the Crucible Primordial Life. I think I have already, yep, I have. Embody the aspects of various creatures. So this could be good. I will definitely consider wearing that at a later time, perhaps doing it over the crystal tier. If you were to wear that, I'd probably want to use some equip load increasing talisman as well, so you can wear heavier stuff to balance the increased damage. But now that we have the physical damage negation talisman, we can also use that. Hello? No hidden path ahead. Thank you. I only read it after I hit the wall, but still, pretty cool. Now, what's the deal with this pillar? Yes, it shines a light out there, and now I think that both lights are being shined out there. Something special will happen eventually. Liar ahead, no hidden path ahead, therefore praise the message. No thanks. Listen, man, begging for likes isn't gonna work on me. Hey, it's this part. It's this part of the catacomb. Now, I can't remember. Ah, yes. Okay. So as soon as you step out of this room next, you can see that the light from that thing is shining down to this platform here, creating a place of light. I don't freaking... My words are terrible right now. That will destroy the chariots, getting them out of your way forever. And you are rewarded with a crap ton of spells. Holy Ground. Raise shield to create an Erdtree consecrated area that continuously restores HP and boosts defense for self and allies inside it. We also got the Tree Sentinel set, which these guys had for some reason. Golden helm with the heavy cavalry tree sentinels who serve the Erdtree. Very few are permitted to wear a golden wood crest of such size as seen on this helm. Oh, I thought those were feathers. That's a tree on top. That's actually really cool. Again, how many times have I said actually really cool? All right, there's not much lore about them. They're the tree sentinels. They were awesome. They served the Erdtree. That was about it. And it also seems like we've gotten rid of this one that I believe was guarding the way to the boss door. Yes, it was. The boss door is right up there. Now, there is one more place in this dungeon that we have yet to go, so we shall go there right now. I do remember on my first playthrough that killing those chariots was actually kind of finicky. Like, I couldn't quite get it to happen, but I think the trigger is you have to have the light shining there, and then you step out into the hallway, and then they die. It's kind of weird. I think this might also kill the chariot at the start of the catacomb, so, or the hero's grave. This is not a catacomb. I mean, it is a catacomb, because underground graves are catacombs, right? So it is a catacomb. It's just a really big one. It's called a hero's grave. Enough technicalities. Let's go pick up these items. Ambushes? Once again, I'm just running in this room gung-ho. Oh, okay. You're you're ambushing me from the ground. Very nice. Thanks. Vulgar Militia Ashes. Because I definitely want the Vulgar Militia on my side. I'm sure they will do very well. I mean, they'll probably do better than demi-humans. Spirits of the Vulgar Militia, who wield long-hafted, serrated hatchets. These brutal weapons are particularly effective at causing blood loss to opponents. In the lands between, the small were scorned, and so they formed their Vulgar Militia as a means to make a living, albeit in ignominy. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm very sorry to all English teachers out there. You have been you have just cringed just now, because that's a very commonly used word, obviously, and I'm terrible for not knowing it. I just remembered. I was going to change outfits before we enter the hero's grave. Better late than never. Here we go. Now we look rich. This is upper class robe, noble's glove, and consort's trousers. And I think we can switch back to this for a little while. I do want to say, though, I was just scrolling past it. You know, we have with these two fur raiments. Well, that's what the regular, what are they? Why can I never remember words on time? The freaking ancestral followers. But the ancestral shamans actually drop something different. So at some point, I'd like to travel back down to Shifa River and try to farm for that. Because you do have to farm for it, unfortunately. I believe that is everything to get out of this dungeon. If there is something big and special, I will come back for it. If I learn about it before the series is done. If I don't, then that's for the bonus video, I guess. Strong foe ahead, but pair. I remember what these strong foes are. And I'm not really looking forward to this. Hold on. Oh. These guys aren't talking about the skeletons, are they? No, they're not. They are not talking about the skeletons. Because there's not a pair of them, there's a trio. If trio is based off the... Is it Greek word for three? Or is that something else? I don't know. Then shouldn't a pair also be able to be called a bio? Like a bio of foes or something? Yet us weird English speakers have decided to change it to a completely different word. How do you even stand on this thing? I guess you place it where the candle was and then it appears to be floating for other players. Help me. Guard counter ahead. Oh god. Alright, I'm just gonna say it right now, I'm summoning for this battle, and I don't care what you think about me, because this is a battle against two Crucible Knights! Yep, I'm summoning Mimic Tear straight away. Oh, okay, that's a good sign. Let me heal right now. Oh, I tried. There is Crucible Knight Ordovis and Crucible Knight... I guess he forgot to write down his name on the registration form. This guy is Ordovis, and the one wielding a spear who we have not yet fought before is the unnamed one. I have no idea why he's unnamed, but yeah, I'm not really sure. I can say, though, in the 1.0 version of Elden Ring, these two Crucible Knights both didn't have any names, and they were instead named in the health bars based on the weapon that they had. And I think Ordovis was actually used elsewhere in the game, so they just decided to relocate him here. The Mimic Tear is being destroyed right now, I just want to say, which is a sad sight, and so am I. Oh god. Oh no. The Mimic Tear is about to die, and we're not even, like, halfway. Oh, fuck this. Oh, fuck this. I remember this battle being absolute pain, and it looks like it still is. Oh, fuck. The one with the spear always has the reach to get me real quick. At least one of them is far less aggressive than the other one. There's one set to attack you at all times, and the other one is far less aggressive. That's one saving grace about this. Otherwise, this is gonna be annoying as fuck, and I'm not looking forward to it. Mimic Tear, maybe try dodging? Okay, I'm doing much better against this one. Mimic Tear's like, fuck that other guy. Hey, Mimic Tear, thank you for the support, at least. That's nice. Okay, we might actually kill him. I at least want to kill one of them before Mimic Tear dies. Let's see if we can do that. I might need to bring in spells to make that a reality. Oh, no. No! Is that going to do any more damage? Good. Good thing it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Out of the way of that, you are almost dead. So... Oh, watch out for that. That'll be a big blast in the direction. If you're super far away from it, you might want to watch out. They will land down on the ground with that attack instead of flying straight forwards in a line. So, yeah. Ooh, okay, we killed him. All right, now I just have to survive against the other guy. And this painful battle will be over much quicker. We fought the guys with the swords before, so I might just end up cutting through this. Boom. Oh my god, second try. I am so glad that I got that second try. Ordovis' great sword, Crucible Axe set. That is different looking than the other Crucible Knight set that the one with the spear was wielding. They had a different looking armor set on. Helm of the Crucible Knights who served Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. The axe ornamentation is the Knight Ordovis' mark, displayed also by his men. Holds the power of the Crucible of Light, the primordial form of the Erd Tree. Strengthens aspect of the Crucible incantations. if you wear the armor, and then you use it. Interesting that Orjovis, supposedly like one of the leading guys in the Crucible Knights, was just down here in some random hero's grave. I don't remember where Orjovis was in the 1.0 version of Elden Ring, but he was not down here. These were just two nameless Crucible Knights down here in the 1.0 version. I also think this is the only time... Hello, pixelated lights. How... I'm sorry, where is that light coming from? Where's it coming from? We're in the middle of the freaking Earth, dude. I think this is the only time you ever fight two Crucible Knights. Ever. Every other encounter with them, there's just one. Which is how it should be. So, let's give a point to Endurance. Level 104. Very soon, we are about to start needing to spend 100,000 runes per level up. And, you know, it might sound like that's an impossible number to achieve. I mean, first of all, it's not. Second of all, it's actually given to you a lot more commonly, in the late game especially, than you would expect. So, we have that on our side at least. But yes, very shortly into the level 100 stage is when you start needing to spend 100,000 runes per level up. Quite a jump. Back at the start, it was just like, what, 600 to level up the first time? 3 Grace Mimics right there that I ended up missing. I've set the time to nighttime because... over by the Hermit Merchant's shack, there's a bit of a special encounter. The encounter is the merchant. Yeah, I should just teleport here. Nope, it's another encounter of the Bell-Bearing Hunter, whom we have killed 3 times now, and this is the 4th time. Let's go, buddy. I don't know if the idea is that, like, the merchants are gone because he hunted them down and actually killed them and took their bell bearings. I doubt it, because the merchants are still alive, and when you kill the merchants, it's permanent, and so it's not like he's killing them or anything. But still, I think it's supposed to give that idea, but they didn't really flesh it out beyond just make merchant despawn and spawn this guy in his place at these certain locations. All right, looks like this is not going to be that hard of a battle. He does do a lot of damage, but we do enough. Ooh, right through the head. I think. Or was that in the neck? Man, he should be dead from that. I hit the jugular. Am I the only one who didn't know what the hell the jugular was for a long time or where it was located? Like, I heard people say it a lot, but I didn't actually know what it was. Turns out, it's a vein. Probably, actually, I think it's the biggest one, right? It's the biggest blood vessel in the body, and it's in your neck. And so if you hit the jugular, you start bleeding a lot. Sorry, you might be eating while watching this video, and I'm kind of grossing around. So sorry about that. So, let's finish this guy off instead. Oh, you can actually hit him in the back, too. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to get regular hits on him. Downed ya first try. I like the red explosion that he leaves behind. I don't think any other enemy does that. Medicine Peddler's Bell Bearing. I haven't turned this in yet. I guess I haven't. I mean, we did that at the end of last episode, so. Neutralizing, staunching, thought frost, and stimulating boluses. That is good, actually. Yeah, I've never killed this guy before, so I didn't know he dropped this. That's good. It doesn't give the Scarlet Rot boluses, though. You'll still have to craft those, but at least you can now buy... Oh, it does give the poison ones. The poison ones are the neutralizing ones. Yeah, preserving are the Scarlet Rot ones. So you can't get those, unfortunately. But you can get most of the others. I don't think you can get the curse ones, can you? I guess we'll find out when we turn it in. Nah, just poison, bleed, frost, and sleep. But hey, that's good, and maybe if we find him again, he'll drop the bell bearing for the rest of them, the rest of the status effect boluses. We'll see about that. Oh yeah, I noticed when I was starting to record this video, but I haven't yet to point it out. Corin and Goldmask are gone from here. I think entering Capital Outskirts causes them to move on somewhere else. Where is that somewhere else? We'll be finding that out at some point. What is that on the map? Hold on, small detour. I want to go see what that is. It's this house. Makes sense, I guess, but it's like the only one marked here. Why is that? Oh my god, I just looked around me in real life, and the sun is like blazing outside. I'm recording this in March, so it's still technically winter, even though we've had like next to no snowfall this winter. It's been a really oddly warm winter, and it's really strange, but anyway. The sun is still blazing hot, and I looked at the time, and it's 6 p.m. as I'm recording right now, when, like, just yesterday, 6 p.m. was plunged in darkness. That's because today was Daylight Savings Change, where we removed an hour, and now we're an hour later than we usually are. A lot of people complain about daylight savings time, and I get it. It's a weird thing. It really doesn't serve much of a purpose for us anymore. Whatever it did serve a purpose for is long past, and it just kind of serves to annoy, if anything. But I personally don't find it that annoying. It's just like a couple hours in the morning of the day that it switches over, or it switches off, or whatever. It's just like you have a couple hours of maybe small confusions, like, oh, right, it's this time, actually. And after a while, you know, it takes over. Later that day, it's as if the time never changed at all. Okay. Instead of fighting those guys who don't drop anything, one of them doesn't even have weak spots on his legs, so that's even more annoying. Seriously, dude? Shut up. I'm not interested in fighting you. Here, this rock will chase him off. I can take this time to point out a map change that happened after the release of the game. Are they seriously still seeing me? Well, the game has finally decided he's no longer after me. So anyway, small map change here, but this cliff's edge right here used to be a lot smaller on the map than it was. It used to end around like this point, but even though there was all that ground you could go on after that. So they changed it to be more reflective of the actual game space. Now, enough of that. That is everything to do in Capital Outskirts, at the current moment in time anyway. We got the item up here, we visited the minor urgery, found the hermit merchant's shack, we did the mini dungeons. There are no other mini dungeons around here, unless there's like a cave opposite of this. If there is, we'll just get it later. I even did the hero's grave, and I wasn't really expecting to. There is but one thing left to do up here, and that is to fight our way inside the capital. Let's go for it. I'm not gonna fight this guy on Torrent. I'm just gonna use this for a little bit of a speed boost to head on over. Hello, familiar looking guy. You do at least look very different, and fight very differently too. You are a tree sentinel, but of the Draconic kind, a new type of tree sentinel. I think it's the only other type of tree sentinel as well. His horse can breathe fire. And that's what the first of many changes. He also has a much bigger weapon. It can smack it down on your head. I don't remember this guy being as painful to fight as the regular tree sentinels, but maybe I should reconsider because, yeah, that was bad. A stake of America will bring you past the golems. I already lit that, apparently. I guess. I don't remember lighting that, but I'm assuming that I did. Let's use some magic on ya. Alright, that's not bad. Still not doing that much damage, though. Alright, that's your first attack, I'm guessing. The normal tree sentinels also have, like, a first initial attack. Oh god, that is really hard to avoid, actually. Maybe it is best to do this on Torrent. I'm not sure. This guy is a required boss and is thus counted as a major boss in my book, since he is required to fight to enter Leyndell. Actually, not quite. There is another way you can enter, but it's a very secret way, so yeah, we'll cover that later. I may as well spoil it now because it shouldn't be too surprising. This is Elden Ring after all. It gave us 3 ways to get onto Altus Plateau. Of course it's going to give you multiple ways to enter the capital. Alright, there you go. There's Frostbite. There's me being hit a lot and not really learning this guy's attacks too well. I love how one of the differences is that the freaking horse attack there is more delayed than the normal ones. He's powered up his weapon with red lightning and a shield, and as soon as he lowers the shield, lightning strikes from the heavens onto your face. Oh, and that explodes now. Shit. And it does a lot of damage. I should kind of hope that I die so I can learn this guy better. Yeah, well, my wish has been granted. Are those like bat wings on your horse there? Pretty cool. First off stealth and then try poison. Seek hiding place. Well, I'm sorry, we have to kill this guy. God, it was so delayed it almost hit me even with that dodge being as late as it was. Man. Okay, nice. Just a well-timed dodge will get you out of the way of that, as usual. Oh my god, that was a bad attempt. Actually, it wasn't. I got a quarter of his health down. Gonna hang out on your shield side. I think he can still hit me from there. He can still hit me with the shield, but it's not as annoying as the freaking giant smack of doom. Okay, good. Thank you for hitting all the way over there. Man, my problem with these guys is that because their sweeps are so wide on their sides, it's like there's never any opening to hit. Okay, it looks like you can't critical hit this guy. That's okay with me. I'm not gonna need critical hits to take him down. Okay, this creates a bunch of lightning fields. You wanna look out for them? Take care not to back up into one either. Oh my god. Oh no. Alright, do not attack a third time, please. Good. No. Okay. Alright, you're sending those out again. That's fine. Fine with me. That still hit me. I guess it exploded on me. I got stuck in the healing animation for just a little bit too long. I guess I'll have the flask. I don't know what else my flask does aside from giving me unlimited FP. Unlimited FP for me to fucking... Okay. For me to do this to you is what I meant to follow that up with. God damn it. Oh my god. The entire screen just exploded. I am sucking at that attack. Holy shit. I haven't dodged it once. And you can do that too. Good to know. Awesome. Alright. Alright. Take care not to walk into them. Can be kind of hard to see, but it is at least red against gold. At least it's not golden lightning or anything like that. That would be really hard to see against the ground. God damn it. I feel like I am messing up horribly against this guy, yet I'm still getting there. Oh my god. Yeah, look at that. Because of Frost, I'm still getting there, even though I'm taking all these freaking hits. Alright. Can you do the strike down from the heavens attack again? Not this one. That one. Yeah, there we go. That's the dodge timing. You need to sync up your dodge with the little fist bump he does to release it. And down he goes. Not too bad, actually. I think I like him more than the regular Tree Sentinels, though I don't love the fight necessarily, because the regular Tree Sentinels are like jumping and dodging around all over the place, whereas this guy likes to stay still for many of his attacks, and I like that quite a lot. Dragon Claw, Thing, and Shield. Dragon Great Claw, that's what it was. Weapon said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon wielded by grotesque tree sentinels who yet serve the Erd Tree. The claw is enwreathed with lightning and tears through the dragon's feeble descendants with ease. And same thing here. Thing is Shield Bash, and yeah, that's about it. I honestly thought it would have a more special skill than that, seeing as he was using the shield to call down the lightning, but maybe that's something else. Offer Poison. I guess Poison's good against this guy. Try Fingers. Yeah, sure, whatever. Keep moving! Praise the I did it! Sure, I'll do it. I'll bite. This one time. And with his defeat, Leyndell, the royal capital, is now ours to explore. Next time on Elden Ring, we begin, quite possibly, my favorite part of Elden Ring as a whole. God, I am so excited for this. We're finally here. It took a long time, but it also feels like this playthrough is barely passed at any time at all, so I don't know. It's hard to say. I have a level up, so I'm gonna do this before I get my freaking untalkable ass out of here. Let's level up intelligence some more. Untalkable. See? That's the best I could come up with. I really am untalkable. Tranquility. For now. Well, it's a bit tranquil in there, I guess. Thank you all for watching, if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the future.